It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are not watching a movie or a show. We're just here with a bit of a trailer reaction for you. We thought that'd be fun. There's a new trailer out for the upcoming movie 28 Years Later. What do you know about this series, Nate?
28 Days Later is, I would say, in my top 3 favorite horror movies of all time.
Yeah,
it's
that's an amazing
incredible movie.
I like that movie a lot as well.
28 Weeks Later was not as impactful for me, but my understanding is that most of 28 Weeks Later was directed, like the first scene of that movie, which is one of the best opening scenes, I would say,
In any
horror movie,
Yeah.
is directed by the director of 28 Days Later.
Danny
And then
Boyle.
Yes, and the rest of the movie is not.
Right.
Right. And then my understanding going forward is that Danny Boyle is directing 28 Years Later.
Yes, he is. I believe so.
So I'm excited for that.
Alex Garland is back as the writer on this one as well. He wrote the first one. He also wrote Civil War that we did on the channel. He wrote Ex Machina, he wrote Annihilation.
Good.
You know, he's
Yes.
so yeah,
Good
he's
writer.
right.
Yes.
He does good stuff. This movie has Aaron Taylor Johnson as the main actor. I know that, who we know from Kick-Ass and as Quicksilver in Avengers: Age of Ultron,
Okay.
and various other things. He's in stuff. Godzilla 2014. He was in that movie. He's in lots of things these days, though. He's getting big. That's about all I know about this, but yeah, I like this series. I'm excited to see where this is going to take us. Should we jump into this trailer?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to check out the trailer for 28 Years Later. Thanks for being here, watching this with us. Click our Patreon link if you want to. Boop.
Okay.
Oh, so it's The Outbreak. Back in 2002 or whatever the first movie was.
Do not move from this spot.
Oh, that scene's going to be horrifying. I don't want to watch the kids.
Seven, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot.
Yeah.
I mean, so if this germ is just out there,
Number station, huh?
There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
discharge in the war.
how does life go on,
This is what I'm saying. How are there even
Look
more
at what's
people?
in front of you.
Like,
Boot. Moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war.
jeez.
whoa!
How are there still,
Your eyes
zombies?
drop.
Well, it's just an infection. It's a germ that's
that's
just
right, yeah.
loose,
It's in the blood, though. I mean,
Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
oh, God.
Rise.
Whoa!
Something different.
This soundtrack is so scary.
Yes, it is.
That was Ray Fiennes.
People going lunatic. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 4, 7,
Jeez.
Ooh, yeah.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. This is gonna be super, super intense.
I like the atmosphere of it so much.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about how, the first movie was all about, obviously, being 28 days, just a few weeks. That's the chaos of the breakdown, and it just being everything is chaotic. But this is gonna be the opposite of that. It's gonna be the fear induced by, insane order structures.
Right. Yeah.
there's
The rebuilding of society in an extremely traumatized way.
deranged society. It's gonna be there will be rules and order that people live by, but it's gonna be horrific by our standards.
Right.
And so yeah, I think that'll be. I mean, I don't know. That's the impression I got from that anyway.
And they established in the first movie that, like, zombies is not the right word. I guess, like, I don't know what you call them, but we'll do zombies for now.
The infected is what they called them in the movie.
That's right, yeah. So the infected do starve. So they don't...
Yeah, they're
not
living people.
Yeah. So, like, you would think after 28 years, there really wouldn't be a whole lot
of that
more
germ
of them.
around anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
well, it passes
everyone
to
who's gonna
animals
die.
because we got it from apes, you know? So
That's true.
And no, I guess because there's the birds that are eating an infected corpse. That's the reason Frank gets infected, but I don't think the birds aren't infected. They just drip the body's blood on
his
him.
eye.
But if the birds are eating infected corpses, maybe it could pass to birds at some point. You know, like it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure the movie will take the time to address the presence of infected in their, you know, why they're still around and what the germ has done in the decades since it got out. You know, there's a lot of time for stuff to happen and for their world to just adapt to the presence of this germ. You know, so I'm confident that they will have some interesting ideas that they sat down and thought about. You know, the fact that they didn't go for 28 months later. You know, there's another time interval in the middle that's like a couple years, and they decided not to do that. They went for decades, and I think that that's probably because they sat down and thought about their ideas for what you could do with this world moving forward, and decided that decades was more interesting.
It's more interesting, to war game it out that far and be like, well, okay, what does society become? What does It
makes me wonder though where the movie is going to go and like what it's going to have to say, because I sort of found that to be a problem with the later portions of the Walking Dead story, both on the TV show and in the comics, where like eventually as you have that kind of a narrative just rolling on, like the destroyed world rebuilding in a new form, eventually the question kind of arises of like, what are we telling this story for? You know, what's the point of this now? It's like, okay, yeah, it rolls forward, time doesn't stop, but like what do we have to say about the real world in telling this tale? And that's sort of what I'm still wondering with this. I guess that first trailer isn't enough to give us that.
Yeah, no, it's not. We might have to just watch the movie.
Watch the movie.
As
soon as that one becomes available, we'll be checking it out on the channel, so make sure you come back here when it releases and watch our video. And thanks for being here, and we'll see you on another one. Until then, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets. Bye, everybody.